Hi guys, Steph here. Okay, what we've got for you is a follow-on from my previous video that I've just actually uploaded to my channel. And for you that watch regular, what you'll see in front of me here is the Aurora 88K fountain pen, and it's a piston fill fountain pen. Now, quite simply, the Aurora 88 was launched around about the late 1940s, I believe around about 1947, and it was a very successful pen. And then a little bit later, around about 1953, Aurora launched this model, being the 88K. And there were some slight differences, i.e. in the clip, etc. And then after this particular model, they launched a couple of other models, which I'm not going to go into. I'm just going to concentrate on this model, being the Aurora 88K fountain pen. As I say, from circa around about 1953. Now, Aurora launched the 88 series in competition with a number of fountain pens of the period, and one being the Parker 51. Now, in my opinion, I'm a little bit of a fan of the Parker 51s. I do actually like them. So when I actually got this one came in to me for repair. I found it quite an interesting fountain pen. As I say, it was in sort of competition with, as I said, other pens, but one of them in particular being the 51. And I found this particular model, the Aurora 88K, a very nice, classic looking fountain pen, and a quality made fountain pen. And as we show you in a moment, this particular one is a piston fill fountain pen. Now, obviously the Aurora pens, for you people that don't know, sort of stating the obvious, they were made in Italy. And the size of this pen, from the top of the cap to the bottom of the barrel, around about 139 millimeters capped. Around the diameter of the barrel, it's just a tad smaller than 12 millimeters in diameter. But as I said, a gorgeous pen, a quality made pen, and yeah, in my opinion, a lovely classic looking fountain pen. As you can see, it comes with this sort of gold coloured or gold filled cap to the top. I do believe they made them in several different sorts of colours. There was a silver coloured cap as well, but this one I believe is a gold plated pen, and I don't know how clear it is on the video, but you can see it's got these sort of engraved stripes running the length of the cap. Now, one of the changes they made to this model from the 88 was the clip. Excuse me. They actually sort of redesigned the clip to a more substantial, and in my opinion, a lovely, attractive clip it is as well. There's a sideways view, and you'll notice to the centre it's got this sort of teardrop design, which is filled in black. It's actually a very attractive clip in my opinion. And then to the top of the pens there, you'll see it has this silver or this aluminium, if you like, a cap jewel or a stud to the very top of the cap there. So all in all, a very handsome cap. Now, let's take the cap off. Let's show you the pen in different angles, give it a couple of little twirls, as you can see, everything has been restored, cleaned, polished, in lovely condition. Now let's take you first of all straight up to the section. You'll see the section when we mentioned the Parker 51 as a competitor. As I said, this one being a worthy competitor as well. You'll notice the section very similar to the Parker 51 with this semi-hooded nib to the very top there. Let's give you a sideways view. Show you the feed underneath there. You can see everything is nice and clean. What we've also got, if I bring it quite close, you'll notice it's got this sort of engraving to the section which indicates it's an 88K. And then if I turn it round slightly, you should be able to see that it has a serial number to the bottom of the section, and I'm trying to look over the camera and I think it's there. You'll also notice it's got the name Aurora to the bottom of this section as well. So all in all, again, very similar to the 51, very attractive, and as I say, a quality made fountain pen. To the very top there we've got this, as we said, a semi-hooded nib. There's a sideways view, and there again the feed underneath. So again, very reminiscent of its competitor, the Parker 51. As we mentioned earlier, it has this blind cap to the very bottom. To the end of the blind cap, it's got this little sort of plug, if you like, which I've actually made. Okay, and with this blind cap here is the piston knob. What you'll also notice, to the top of the barrel there, we've got this ink view. Okay, you can see it's got these stripes running the length of the ink view there, and by turning this knob here, what it actually does is move the piston in and out of the barrel. So if we turn it, you should be able to see the piston in the ink view area there. So let's give it a turn. There we go, and there we have the piston going to the very top of the barrel there. And then if I screw it back again, you can see the piston moves back into the barrel. Let's just do that one more, turn it the other way, and we see the piston moving up to the top of the barrel until it touches the section inside, then it stops. And if we turn it back the other way, again, there's the piston running back into the barrel. So all in all, a piston filler, beautiful design, quality made pen, and again repeating, a worthy competitor to the Parker 51. A lovely pen to hold as well, nice and comfortable to write with. Pardon? Ah, you want to see it writing. Okay, it'd be interesting to see. Well, after I've restored it, hopefully it is working. So what we do, we dip the section into the ink, turn the knob as we did earlier, and let's get the, well, first of all, what I'll do, let me get the piston to the very top there as far as it'll go. I'll dip it in the ink, turn it, and looking over the camera I can see the piston going back into, and what I'm going to do, there you go, you can see the ink in the ink view. I'm going to go to fill it a little bit there, just it's only for a writing sample, but let me just get a bit of tissue, give the section a little bit of a wipe. So you can see the ink in the ink view, as you should be able to anyway, and if I turn it, you'll see the ink goes into the barrel like so. So I'll pop the ink to one side, let's bring on some paper, and as always, this is the first time we test it, so you see what I see, so fingers crossed, and let's see how the pen writes. So we've got the Aurora 88K, fountain pen. As we mentioned, made in Italy. I believe some of these pens did actually have a little bit of flex. This one, I wouldn't say it has any flex to it. Okay, it's a lovely writer, as you can see there. In fact, there's just very slight bit of flex. We can get a little bit of a sort of a wider line on the downward stroke, a little bit of pressure on the cross stroke. You can see it's a finer line. But all in all, as we said, this was the competitor to the Parker 51, and as I said, this one is an excellent pen, quality made pen, and as we said earlier, a worthy competitor to the 51. It's a lovely quality made pen. I've never had this pen before, so it's interesting to me, as it is hopefully to you people. So there's a writing sample, writing lovely, writing as it should do, and I would say writing with a maybe, I don't know, maybe a fine to medium line. Okay, so let's pop that to one side. What we'll do, we'll empty the pen and flush it before we send it back to the customer. So pop the cap back on, and there we have it. A lovely, quality, classic fountain pen from the Italian pen maker Aurora, and this one being the 88K from circa around about 1953. So I hope you've enjoyed the fountain, well, I hope you've enjoyed looking at the fountain pen as much as I enjoy showing them to you people. Don't forget, don't be shy, leave a comment below. Don't forget to subscribe as well, and if you possibly can, down below, please support my work. But for now, I'll just say bye bye for now.